Here is something the luxury automotive industry spends millions of dollars per year making sure you never figure out. The difference between a $90,000 car and a $200,000 car is not twice the quality. It is not twice the comfort. It is not twice the technology. In many cases, in most cases, the difference is a badge on the grille and a marketing budget large enough to make you believe that badge is worth $110,000. Welcome back to UC Car Review. Today we are doing the review that every American luxury car buyer needs to watch before writing any check over $100,000. I drove 5 vehicles, all under $100,000, all available at American dealerships right now. Back to back against the European luxury cars, they compete with at twice the price. And I am going to give you the most honest assessment of where the money goes, where the money does not go, and which 5 cars currently represent the greatest luxury value available to an American buyer in 2026. Genesis 90, Lexus LC500, Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, Lincoln Continental, and Audi A8L, 5 very different answers to the same question. How do you build a luxury car that punches far above its price? By the end of this video, you will know which one punches highest, and you will never look at a European badge the same way again. Number 5. The Lincoln Continental at $75,000. And I am starting with this car specifically because it is the most undervalued vehicle on this entire list and the most consistently overlooked luxury sedan available in America today. The Continental's exterior does not announce itself. It does not have a large grille with a famous badge. It does not have aggressive aerodynamic elements or dramatic proportions. It has restraint, a quality that in 2026, when every luxury manufacturer is competing to be more dramatic than the last, has become genuinely rare and genuinely valuable. Inside the Continental, and this is where the $75,000 price becomes genuinely shocking. The rear seat experience competes with vehicles costing $150,000 more. The rear coach doors open to 90 degrees, creating an entrance that is wider than any competing sedan at any price. The rear seats recline, heat, ventilate, and massage. The panoramic roof spans from the windscreen to the rear glass in one piece. The Revel audio system, 19 speakers, 1,200 watts, produces sound quality that I have heard equaled only in vehicles costing 3 times as much. At $75,000, the Lincoln Continental is the most expensive Lincoln available. It is also the most obvious example of what happens when an American manufacturer decides to build a genuinely great luxury car rather than a luxurious-feeling mass-market car. Lincoln decided the Continental is the result. At this price, it has no equal for rear seat comfort in America. Number 4, the Audi A8L at $95,000. And the Audi earns its position on this list through one specific quality that no American manufacturer has fully replicated: the completeness of its technology integration. Every system in the A8L works together with a seamlessness that reveals years of iterative development rather than assembled components from different suppliers. The MMI Touch Response System, 2 touchscreens, one 10.1-inch and one 8.6-inch, stacked vertically in the center console, is the most logically organized infotainment interface in any car at this price. After 10 minutes of use, it requires no further learning. Every function is where logic suggests it should be. Every response is immediate. After 2 years of ownership, the system will still not frustrate you. That specific quality, the absence of frustration over extended ownership, is worth more than any headline technology feature. The A8L's air suspension, the standard setup rather than the optional predictive system, is among the finest ride quality providers in current production at any price. At highway speed, road imperfections do not reach the cabin. They are simply absent from the occupant's experience. The sound insulation is extraordinary. At 70 miles per hour, the A8L produces a cabin noise level that competes with vehicles costing $100,000 more. At $95,000, the Audi A8L represents the European luxury experience, genuine European luxury, not a replica, at a price that the Bentley and Mercedes-Maybach buyers paying double have not discovered yet. When they do, the A8L's residual values will reflect it. Number 3, the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing at $92,000. And the Blackwing earns its position through an achievement that no European manufacturer at any price has managed to replicate. Delivering genuine supercar performance, genuine luxury quality, and the last 6-speed manual gearbox in an American performance sedan simultaneously, for under $100,000. We covered the Blackwing in a dedicated review earlier on this channel, and the verdict there stands completely. 668 horsepower from a supercharged V8, a Nürburgring lap time of 7 minutes 29 seconds, faster than the BMW M5 competition. A hand-stitched Alcantara interior that outperforms what most European manufacturers charge $50,000 more to provide. And a 6-speed manual gearbox that, in 2026, is not just a feature but a philosophical statement. What the Blackwing adds to this value comparison is the performance dimension that the Continental and the A8L do not attempt. If the question is which car feels most like something costing twice as much, the Blackwing's answer includes the performance category. On a track, on a mountain road, at the exit of a highway on-ramp, the CT5V Blackwing feels like a car costing $200,000. Not in luxury alone, in everything. Performance, luxury, and craftsmanship simultaneously at $92,000 is an achievement that deserves more recognition than the American automotive press has given it. Number 2, the Lexus LC500 at $98,000. And the LC500 earns the second position on this list through one quality that is genuinely without equal at its price. It is the most beautiful car available in America for under $100,000. Not one of the most beautiful, without qualification and without close competition. Lexus's design team produced the LC500 as a statement of intent, a declaration that Japanese automotive design had not only caught up with European aesthetic standards, but had, in one specific model, exceeded them. The LC500's exterior was awarded the most prestigious design accolades of its launch year. A decade later, it has not aged. The proportions, long hood, short tail, fastback roofline flowing to a dramatic rear, are as resolved today as when first revealed. This is a genuinely timeless automotive design. In a market where most cars are redesigned before their design language matures, the LC500 proves that getting it right the first time requires no update. The interior, Lexus's semi-aniline leather in the upper trim levels, hand-pleated seat surfaces, a 13-speaker Mark Levinson reference surround sound audio system, is produced to standards that Lexus's parent company Toyota's quality control system enforces at a level that is unmatched in the industry. Every stitch, every gap, every surface alignment, measured, checked, verified. The LC500 does not have a good interior for $98,000. It has a good interior by any standard at any price. Number 1, the Genesis 90 at $88,000. And I want to be direct about this ranking, because the Genesis 90 being number 1 on a list of cars that feel like they cost twice as much is not a surprise to anyone who has actually experienced it. It is only a surprise to people who have not, because the Genesis badge does not carry the weight that Rolls-Royce or Mercedes or Bentley carries. And that is precisely why it belongs at the top of this list. The Genesis 90 is the most complete luxury sedan available in America under $100,000. Not the most powerful, not the sportiest. The most complete, delivering more luxury features, more rear seat comfort, more technology, more audio quality, and more genuine material richness per dollar than any competing vehicle at any price within $50,000 of it. The rear seat experience begins with 23-way power adjustable seats, more adjustment parameters than the Bentley Bentayga EWB that we reviewed recently at $280,000. The massage system has 14 programs. The rear entertainment screens are 12.3 inches each. The Lexicon reference audio system, 21 speakers, 18.0 watts, competes directly with the name system in the Bentley and the Burmester in the Mercedes Maybach. The panoramic sunroof spans from A-pillar to D-pillar in one piece. The exterior is resolved and confident. The Genesis Crest grille is distinctive and premium without replicating any European brand's design language. The interior materials, semi-aniline leather, genuine open-pore wood veneers, brushed aluminum trim, are produced to quality standards that Genesis enforced by building their luxury division from the ground up, with no compromises inherited from a mass-market parent brand's cost structures. The 90 does not feel like an $88,000 car. It feels like a $200,000 car built by people who decided that value was not a limitation, but an objective. Let me give you the completely honest value score for all 5 cars, ranked by one specific question. At their price, how much of a $200,000 luxury experience do they deliver? At number 5, the Lincoln Continental delivers approximately 75% of a $200,000 luxury experience at $75,000. The rear seat comfort, the audio quality, and the material refinement compete directly with vehicles costing twice as much. The exterior presence and the technology are good, but not exceptional. For pure rear seat luxury at the lowest price on this list, the Continental overdelivers significantly. The Audi A8L at number 4 delivers approximately 80% of a $200,000 experience at $95,000. The technology integration and ride quality are genuine class leaders. The interior quality and the brand credibility, Audi is respected in every market, make the A8L the most socially prestigious purchase on this list after the Lexus. The Cadillac CT5V Blackwing at number 3 delivers approximately 85% of a $200,000 experience across all dimensions, and 100% of the performance dimension. No other car at $92,000 competes with a BMW M5 on a racetrack. The Blackwing does. That specific achievement earns its third position. The Lexus LC500 at number 2 delivers approximately 90% of a $200,000 experience in beauty and interior quality specifically. And in those two dimensions, it matches or exceeds cars at $200,000. The performance is the limitation. The LC500 is not a sports car and does not compete with European performance luxury at this price. The Genesis 90 at number 1 delivers approximately 95% of a $200,000 luxury experience. Across every dimension, comfort, technology, audio, materials, rear seat experience, the 90 competes directly with vehicles costing more than double its price. The 5% it does not deliver is brand prestige. The other 95% is genuinely extraordinary. Here is the truth about luxury car buying in America that nobody in the automotive industry wants you to know, because the moment you know it, you stop paying $200,000 for a badge. The luxury car market is divided into two categories. The first category, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Ferrari, Lamborghini, sells cars that are genuinely irreplaceable. The handcraft, the heritage, the performance, the rarity, these things have real value that justifies real premiums. We have reviewed all of these on this channel, and the premiums are, to varying degrees, earned. The second category, Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series, Audi A8 in their standard configurations, sells cars whose premium over the vehicles on today's list is approximately 50% badge and 50% marginal quality improvement. The marginal quality improvement is real. The badge premium is a choice, a legitimate choice that carries social value, but a choice nonetheless. The 5 cars on today's list exist because some manufacturers decided to build the best possible car at their price rather than the best possible brand story. Genesis does not have 100 years of European heritage. Lexus does not have a Nürburgring racing program. Lincoln does not have a royal warrant. What they have is engineers who were told to build something extraordinary without a brand premium to hide behind. And the results, the 90, the LC500, the Continental, prove that extraordinary is achievable without the premium. My final recommendation for the American luxury car buyer: drive the Genesis 90 before you write a check for anything over $100,000. If after driving it, you still want to spend $200,000 on a European badge, spend it. But drive the 90 first, because the buyer who drives the 90 first makes a genuinely informed decision. And genuinely informed decisions are the only luxury that no amount of money can guarantee. UC Car Review, 5 cars under $100,000 that feel like $200,000. The Genesis 90 wins. Subscribe, because next week we find out if the $200,000 cars can justify their price when the 90 is sitting in the same parking lot.